A very good morning to one and all. Welcome to the inaugural ceremony of the IEEE International Conference on Signal Processing, Informatics, Communication and Energy Systems, IEEE SPICES 2022, organized by IEEE Kerala Section and Marbasilis College of Engineering and Technology. I wholeheartedly welcome all the dignitaries, delegates and members of IEEE Kerala Section to this auspicious occasion. Let's begin the solemn ceremony by seeking the blessings of the heavens. I invite Ms. Kiran Marian George for the invocation.
കാരുണ്യം തൂകുന്ന സ്നേഹസ്വരൂപനെ കാലിണ കൈവണങ്ങുന്നു ഞങ്ങൾ. വായുവും വെള്ളവും മണ്ണും ആകാശവും തീയുമാനിന്റെ അനുഗ്രഹങ്ങൾ. പ്രാണനും ബുദ്ധിയും സ്നേഹവും ശക്തിയും പ്രാണനിൽ പ്രാണന നിന്ദയയും എന്തിനും മീതെ വിളങ്ങട്ടെ ദൈവമേ നിൻ തിരുനാമവും കാരുണ്യവും. നല്ലതേ തോന്നാവൂ, നല്ലതേ ചൊല്ലാവൂ, നല്ലതേ ചെയ്യാവൂ നിൻ കൃപയാൽ. എന്നും അതിനുള്ള ബുദ്ധിയും ശക്തിയും തന്നരുളിയിടണേ തമ്പുരാനേ. എന്നും അതിനുള്ള ബുദ്ധിയും ശക്തിയും തന്നരുളിയിടണേ തമ്പുരാനേ.
Let's now move on to the formal inauguration of IEEE SPICES 2022, Lighting the Lamp ceremony. I humbly request Reverend Father John Vilel to inaugurate IEEE SPICES 2022 by lighting the lamp. I also request all the other dignitaries on the dais to kindly join. Thank you. May I now invite Dr. Jayagumari J, Organizing Chair, IEEE SPICES 2022 and HOD, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, NBCT, for the welcome address.
Honorable Vice Chancellor of APJ Abdul Kalam Technology University, Dr. Rajasri MS, respected Basa, Father John Vilayil, respected Chair, IEEE Kerala Section, Dr. Mini Ulanat, Guests of Honor, Mr. Srikumar V, Center Head, Tata Elxsi Trivandrum, Dr. Jijimon K. Thomas, Principal, Marivanis College, respected Principal of MBCT, Dr. Abraham T. Matthew, Vice Principal, Dr. S. Vishwanatha Rao, Secretary, IEEE Kerala Section, Dr. Bijoy A. Jose, learned professors and other dignitaries present here, delegates of this conference who are joined online as well as offline, dear faculty members and my dear students, a very good morning to one and all. First and foremost, I thank Almighty God for His blessings and guidance. I am extremely delighted to stand before you during the inaugural function of the IEEE International Conference on Signal Processing, Informatics, Communication and Energy Systems. This conference series is a flagship event of IEEE Kerala section. The first conference was held at NIT Calicut in 2017 and the second at TKM College of Engineering in 2019. And the Kerala section has this time approved Marbesilus College of Engineering Technology to host this event with the theme Smart Systems for Sustainable Development and Social Welfare. On this auspicious occasion, first of all, I would like to extend a warm welcome to Rajashree Madam. Due to her busy schedule, she has joined to inaugurate the function online. On behalf of the organizing committee of Spices 2022 and on my own behalf, I extend you a warm welcome, Madam. Now, I would like to extend a hearty welcome to our Bursar, Father John Vilayal. Only with his continuous support and guidance, we could organize this conference in a grand manner. On behalf of the organizing committee of IEEE Spices 2022 and on my own behalf, I extend a warm welcome, Father. Now I would like to extend a hearty welcome to Dr. Mini Ulanath, Chair, IEEE Kerala Section, who will be presiding over the function. On behalf of Mar Basilis College of Engineering and Technology and on my own behalf, I extend a warm welcome, Madam. I take this opportunity to extend a hearty welcome to Mr. Srikumar V, Center Head, Tata Elxsi Trivandrum. He has more than 30 years of rich experience in management. He has also served as General Manager Operations, Speridian Technologies Private Limited, as well as in many other multinational companies. We are lucky to have him as our guest of honor. On behalf of the organizing committee and on my own behalf, I extend a warm welcome, sir. Now, I would like to extend a hearty welcome to Dr. Jijimon K. Thomas, Principal, Mar Ivanis College. He has accepted the invitation and has come over here to felicitate the conference. I extend a warm welcome, sir. I take this opportunity to extend a hearty welcome to Dr. Bijoy A. Jose, Secretary, IEEE Kerala Section, who is here to propose the vote of thanks. On behalf of Mar Basilis College of Engineering and Technology and on my own behalf, I extend a warm welcome, sir. Let me extend a hearty welcome to our beloved Principal, Dr. Abraham T. Matthew, and Vice Principal, Dr. S. Vishwanatha Rao. Only with their continuous support and guidance, we could organize this conference in a grand manner. I take this opportunity to welcome keynote speakers, Dr. Anurag Kumar, Honorary Professor, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, Dr. Shivaji Chakravarti, Vice President, Indian National Academy of Engineering and Professor, Jadavpur University, Dr. Mawade Ma, Research Professor, College of Engineering, Qatar University, Dr. Akshay Kumar Rathore, Associate Professor, Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering, Concordia University, Canada, Dr. Sharul Kamal bin Abdul Rahim, Professor, University of Technology, Malaysia, who will be joining online. I also extend a hearty welcome to Dr. Anup C.S., Associate Professor, Department of Avionics, Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology, and to Mr. Vishnu Venugopalan, Deputy General Manager, Urban Planning, Smart City Tirunelveli Limited, who will be delivering invite talks online. It's my pleasure to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Lillikutti Jacob, former Conference Activity Board Chair, IEEE Kerala Section. To this meeting, Madam has joined online. I take this opportunity to extend a hearty welcome to Dr. Shantala S. Pillai, former Dean, Research and Development of this institution, and to all the deans, professors, heads of other departments, faculty members who are present here, and to all the learned professors who will be joining online to share the various technical sessions. Let me extend a warm welcome to Father Raju Parkour in absentia Assistant Bursar and to Father B.T. Matthew, Student Counselor, to this conference. On behalf of the organizers, I take immense pleasure in extending a warm welcome to the delegates who have joined online and offline. I also extend a hearty welcome to the students and media persons who are present here. Once again, on behalf of the organizing committee of Spices 2022 And on my own behalf, I extend a warm welcome to one and all. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. May I now invite Dr. Abraham T. Matthew, General Chair, IEEE Spices 2022 and Principal, MBCT, to present the theme of the conference.
Most respected Chief Guest of the inaugural function, Dr. Rajashree MS, Honorable Vice Chancellor of APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University, respected President of the meeting and the distinguished Chairperson of IEEE Kerala Section, Professor Mini Ullanat, Honorable Guest of Honor and our most valued mentor, Mr. Srikumar V, Center Head of Tata Elxsi Trivandrum, our special guest, Professor Dr. Jijiman K. Thomas, Principal of the famous Marivanios College, our sister institution, our beloved bursar, Reverend Father John Villail, Reverend Father B.T. Matthews, IEEE Kerala Section Secretary Dr. Bijoy A. Jose, Conference General Convener and our beloved colleague Dr. J. Kumari, our respected Vice Principal Dr. S. Vishwanath Rao, respected Deans, Heads of the Departments, distinguished colleagues, Honorable Delegates, guests, invitees, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm good morning to you all. We are very glad to hereby convey the warm greetings from our patron, His Beatitude More and More Basilius Cardinal Clemis Catholicos, to all the delegates, guests and invitees. It is indeed a matter of joy and great pleasure for Marivanius Basilius College of Engineering and Technology to host the Kerala's own international conference on signal processing, informatics, communication and energy systems of the current year at our campus. The Spices Series conference was started in 2017 as a flagship event of IEEE Kerala section. When the section mooted the idea in 2016 of introducing an international conference owned by the section and hosted by various institutions of Kerala, there were hectic discussions to pick up a name that can be a highlight of Kerala, the God's own country. After many rounds of discussions, we arrived at the name Spices, which aptly reflects Kerala's history in the trading of spices for centuries itself. Kerala section and IEEE headquarters have approved the granted permission to conduct the conference with the title Spices, which is an abbreviation of the broad title Signal Processing, Informatics, Communication and Energy Systems. Accordingly, the first conference was namely IEEE Spices 2017 was held at Kozhikode and was hosted by NIT Calicut. Second conference was promptly hosted by TKM College of Engineering in 2019 at Kollam. The COVID-19 pandemic had delayed the third conference by almost a year, and we are all present here to witness the inauguration of the Spices 2022 at Trivandrum. The theme of this conference is Smart Systems for Sustainable Development and Social Welfare. This theme was also selected through extensive consultations with the Conference Advisory Board and the Executive Committee of the Kerala section and our peers. Mrs. Sharada Jayakrishnan, immediate past section chair, and Dr. Lilikuti Jacob, immediate past chair of the Conference Advisory Board, were instrumental in finally selecting the theme. Our present chair, Professor Mini Ullanat, and the Executive Committee have also been very supportive in conducting the conference with this theme. We appreciate their support and care. In order to drive down the theme, we may quickly look at the issues that confront the humanity and focus for a while on the perils of pollution, climate change, and so on. We become all the more worried about the future of humanity on earth when we think about the calamities happening around. It is true that tremendous advancements have been made in science and technology for improving the productivity and efficiency in order to reverse the trends of pollution and wastage of resources. We still need much more efforts, and also we need to sensitize people about the inequality and imbalances in access to technology across the world in spite of the fast depletion of the natural resources. These aspects are causing unsustainable progress. Advancements in the areas of computer science, instrumentation and control, communication, energy engineering are helping us to produce goods and services in a much better way. Still, we need more dedicated research and development to further advance the engineering and technology to provide efficient and smart systems and useful products that can help us to enable sustainable development. Sustainability is about ensuring the availability of resources like clean air, clean water, clean energy, etc. for the future generations as well, for leading a comfortable life. Even though the statement looks simple, the efforts needed for ensuring such a universal social welfare will be tremendous. In 2018, the European Union Commission has listed 6 key transformations necessary for sustainable development, of which one is about the digital revolution in science and technology. The 17 Sustainable Development Goals by the United Nations Organization also needs intensive improvement in all facets of human life. IEEE has launched an R&D to aid the pursuits for sustainability by the researchers and academia. In a nutshell, we can say that the theme of the conference encompasses our current trends and challenges. Let us deliberate on it during these 2 days. We are deeply moved by the support we have received from our patron, the International Organizing Committee, the mentors, the collaborators, and the media in organizing Spices 2022 in a befitting manner. I am deeply indebted to my management and to my colleagues who have made this conference a reality. On the sidelines of this conference, our college is also showcasing the innovations and accomplishments of our students and faculty in engineering and technology. One exhibition is arranged in the IEDC for these 2 days for this purpose. Students from the nearby schools are also invited to see the exhibition. We wish and pray that our very minute efforts through IEEE Spices 22 be also an enabler for facilitating sustainable socio-economic and environmental development in the days to come. I conclude by quoting Loga Samasta Sugino Bhavantu. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I now invite Dr. Mini Ulanat, Chair IEEE Kerala Section, for the Presidential Address.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, my IEEE colleagues, and my dear friends, a very good morning to all of you. Being the chair of IEEE Kerala Section, I am extremely proud to stand before you, not because that this Spices 2022, the conference owned and conducted by Kerala Section, is being hosted in Mar Baselius College of Engineering, but the way in which it has been conducted is something praiseworthy. At the outset, let me congratulate the organizers for all the pain they have taken in bringing out this in an excellent manner. Congratulations, sir. And I am so proud to share with you the news that Kerala Section is topping in terms of membership as well as events, and we have been recognized multiple times as the best section in the global level. So that is also something we can be really proud of. And just going back a little in the history, we have been doing this in a very systematic way. And thanks to the predecessors who have been driving this professional organization. See, this is a purely volunteer organization driven by volunteers who do things, who commit out of their passion. And as Abraham sir has rightly mentioned, the conference is actually, we call for bid. It's a bidding process that is happening, and the conference is awarded based on various criteria and attributes that has been already preset. And thanks to Lilikuti ma'am, who has been driving that, and many of the colleagues, including Vijay. There is a conference activity board which looks into, when the proposal is given, what are the various criteria that whether this college or this institution will be able to meet this, and the quality of the events will be as expected as in the global level. So again, congratulations at the first level. And I understand that the acceptance ratio is also as how IEEE has mandated, which is why Kerala is still maintaining the global level. As I told you, it is all volunteering and everybody is just enjoying the joy of volunteering. But apart from that, there is quite a lot of work that is going into this. So starting with, though I said it's the largest in terms of membership, we have 14 technical societies and 4 affinity groups in this section, and all of them are doing their level best in improving the technical content and the technical enhancement. The theme has been rightly chosen: smart systems for sustainable development and social welfare. Kerala section is also known very much for the activities in the humanitarian activities, and in fact special interest group of humanitarian activities had its start from Kerala after the work which was done by the volunteers post tsunami. And again, I'm happy to inform you that we have received very many fundings for the upliftment of the society, including the upliftment of a government school which is 102 years old in Kuttamasheri in Kerala, which was totally devastated in 2018 flood. So there are a lot of opportunities for the volunteers, and many of our volunteers are making use of it. We are giving back to the society. So at this, this is the right time, because we are the elite group who is having the facility to enjoy what is higher education is giving, and now it is a time for us to give back to the society. So as a volunteer, it is a requirement of the day that we have to give back to the society in many ways, maybe in the research or maybe in the application, or please do continue the good work. And I'm extremely proud to associate with Mar Baselius College, who is one of the best in the state, who is continuing its supremacy in the academic sector, to associate with Mar Baselius College and have this Spices 22 happen in this college. So with these words, let me conclude, and wishing you the very best. And the organizers have lined up an excellent array of keynote and tutorials also. So I request all the participants to please make use of that, and wishing you the very best. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. We are indeed privileged to have Dr. Rajashree MS, Vice Chancellor, APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University, as our guest of honor for today's function. May I now invite Dr. Rajashree for the inaugural address. Ma'am will be addressing us in the online mode.
Most respected Father John Vilayil, Principal of the College, and General Chair Dr. Abraham T. Matthew, Dr. Jayagumari J., Organizing Chair of IEEE Spices 2022, Dr. Mini Ulanad, IEEE Chair Kerala Section, Sri Kumar, Center Head Data Elixir, Dr. Jijimon, Principal of Mar Evanius College, Dr. S. Vishwanath Rao, Vice Principal, Dr. Vijay, senior faculty colleagues, faculty members, delegates who are attending the conference, IEEE members, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear students. I am also extremely excited to be part of this conference, even though I am not physically present in Trivandrum to be at Mar Baselius College of Engineering and Technology. I can see the purpose with which this conference theme is built and that itself gives me a lot of insights as to what to share you on this occasion. So the SPICES conference, the conference on signal processing, informatics and communication and energy systems, and it has been there for some time in our state, and I've also been part on several occasions where I see how the team is built, and the smart systems for sustainable development and social welfare. This year's theme and SPICES, it is really examined a bit. See, we know the speciality of SPICES. There are many things, and it is the right combination of these things, the right usage of every component of the SPICES that makes something very precise and accurate. That is how the conference and that is how I'm connecting the conference and its theme. So we know that one of the main aspects of smart systems is the cyber physical systems, and the cyber physical systems over the years have transformed the way systems are engineered as internet has transformed our lives. So they integrate sensing, computation, control, and network into physical systems and infrastructure, creating them and connecting them to the internet and also to one another. This has to be made a reality for a sustainable future. So there is no engineered systems which can be thought about without this element now. So cyber physical systems are becoming in very essential component of today's engineered systems, as we can see the engineered systems starting from driverless cars, then smart devices, smart connected systems, then AI-powered systems, blockchain-powered systems, and every system that is integrated this way using intelligence, computing, communication, and sensors becomes part of the engineered systems, and it is not a mere attachment. When we say integration, it means much more. The right way of integrating these technologies with engineering systems derives the meaning out of it, and it makes sense. So what is needed at this point in time? We need to advance fundamental knowledge and tools and make cyber and physical systems a reality. So the world can be shaped with more responsive, precise, reliable, and efficient systems. So smart devices, smart automobiles, smart grids, and these integrating to smart cities. And this adds plenty of value to our systems. And this also has to align with the state priorities and the national priorities and global priorities. The principal was mentioning about the key points set by European Economic Union and also the Sustainable Development Goals. We need to integrate these systems to the goals, how we can achieve each one of the goals by having smart systems. If we take, say, for example, equity in education or resources, energy, all the 17, 18 goals, we can see, we can connect the application of the smart systems to one of these to empower the way systems are built. So sustainability is all about making such systems engineered, integrating smartness into the systems and making them meaningful in the context in which they are, and enable them achieve the quality of parameters, the quality parameters or quality attributes with which they should perform. This applies to transportation, energy, healthcare, medicine, everywhere. So we can address, in order to address natural calamities, resilience becomes an attribute. How can a system become resilient? A system can be made resilient by integrating with the smart components which can identify the defects in the system and then bring it back to its original state. So when I say system, it has a very profound meaning. It can be an automobile, it can be a built infrastructure, or it can be a city itself, a flood affected region. That itself can be a system. If there is something which can predict the floods and then define the system such that it can evacuate people and come back to its original state earlier, it becomes a resilient system and it becomes a sustainable system. If we take the agriculture practices, how can we make the practices smart? By irrigation and then assessing the effects of pesticide and then the effect of pesticides to the people around it, the diseases, everything. So these are all some data points for us to connect it to the smart systems. But what I mean to say is that it is again like spices. How well we are taking each of these components and integrating to build systems. And that is what is to be evolved as the knowledge from this conference. I see that a lot of keynotes are being arranged, and also the conference papers which have been selected from a pool of a large number of papers. So this conference will definitely evolve such practices, not only in terms of the solid knowledge that is generated out of it, but also coming out with models of collaboration between academia, industry, and the society to make it more meaningful. Because the interconnection among all this is very significant, and that defines how we use this isolated knowledge to build such smart and meaningful systems capable of being defined as sustainable, which has a very wide meaning. With the small input and takeaway, I'm very happy to inaugurate the conference, which is already done by the team out there, and I join the team in conveying my regards to the conference and wishing good luck for this conference, and also for the institution, Mar Basilius Engineering and Technology, which is Mar Basilius College of Engineering and Technology, which is poised for the next stage of development with its autonomy and the good practices that the institution is following. My congratulations to the team, MBCET, and also for IEEE Kerala section for this great event. Thank you very much, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to be part of this great event. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We are indeed honored to have in our midst Mr. Sri Kumar V, Center Head, Tata Elxsi Technopark, as our special guest for today's function. May I now invite Mr. Sri Kumar V to address the gathering.
Distinguished guests on and off the dais, faculty members, my dear students, ladies and gentlemen. I don't wish to take a lot of your time. Ma'am and Rajashree ma'am have already spoken, principal has already spoken about the event, about its possibilities, about its initiatives in length. A couple of things which I would like to focus upon is before I start speaking about those things, I would like to extend my gratitude for Mar Basilius College of Engineering and Technology and the IEEE Kerala section for giving me this opportunity to talk to you and participate in this function. Also, I would like to congratulate the college and IEEE Kerala section for this wonderful event, for all the events that they organize year after year, bringing in a kind of engineering and technology aptitude among young engineers in the state. Being here, I have a little selfish interest in talking about my organization, how we actually are trying to associate with academia these days. Quickly, Tata Elxsi, where from I come, is a global organization. We are headquartered in Bangalore. In Trivandrum Center, we've got about 2,400 engineers working on niche areas like embedded electronics, which caters to the automotive and the broadcast industries. Over the last 4 or 5 years, we have been associating with colleges, engineering colleges in Kerala, trying to build a rapport with the college academia, plus trying to help students in becoming employable, better employable in corporate world. The journey continues. To meet our sustainability targets or index. Inside the organization, reducing carbon footprint and helping the communities where we serve are counted into sustainabilities. And once again, I would congratulate IEEE and its organizers for choosing this theme for this year's event here. I wish Spices 2020 a big success. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Next is the souvenir release of IEEE Spices 2022. I humbly request Mr. Sri Kumar V to release the souvenir and hand over the first copy to Dr. Abraham T. Matthew. Thank you, sir. As a token of our love and appreciation on behalf of the MBCT family and IEEE Kerala section, Reverend Father John Vilayal, Bursar of MBCT, will now give a present to Mr. Sri Kumar V and Dr. Jijimon Thomas. Thank you, Reverend Father. Next, I invite Dr. Abraham T. Matthew to present mementos to Vandal to offer his felicitations.
Honorable Vice Chancellor of the APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University, Dr. Rajashree MS, Dr. Mini Olanata, the Chairperson of the IEEE Kerala section, Mr. Sri Kumar V, the Center Head of the Tata LC Limited, Reverend Father John Vilayal, Bursar of Mar Basilius College of Engineering and Technology, Dr. Abraham T. Matthew, General Chair of the IEEE Spices 2022 and Principal of Mar Basilius College of Engineering, Professor Dr. Vishwanatha Rao, Dr. Jagamari J, Dr. Bijoy, Reverend Fathers, respected faculty members, professors, heads of departments, my dear students. I am happy to address all the distinguished guests and delegates gathered here on the occasion of the inauguration of the International Conference on Signal Processing, Informatics, Communication and Energy Systems, SPICES, jointly organized by Mar Basilius College of Engineering and Technology and IEEE Kerala section. The theme of the conference is Smart Systems for Sustainable Development and Social Welfare. And this conference will definitely be a platform for advanced technical exchange among researchers in various emerging fields like signal processing, communication, computer science, energy systems, robotics, instrumentation and control systems, etc. As we know, development at any segment is always connected with technology, and technology materializes when there is advancement in science. Therefore, science, technology and development are all correlated to each other. For any successful economy, particularly in today's quest for knowledge-based economies, science, technology and engineering are the basic requisites for economic development of any nation. Advancement in scientific research, technological innovations and realizing the long-term national goals are considered as the drivers of science and technology. Modern development in science and technology, in addition to the developments in information, communication and energy systems, it also deals with the advancements in quantum computing, artificial intelligence, robotics, nanoelectronics and technology, next generation information communication technologies, etc. Many areas of scientific development are seriously addressed by our scientists and engineers for further innovations all over the country. At this juncture, we must also examine whether we are ready to house the future using machine learning algorithm, hydrogen power aircrafts storing energy in the red bricks that are used to build houses, flexible supercapacitors which can store energy, helium-filled balloons to beam internet to inaccessible areas, artificial neurons onto silicon chips mimicking the neurons of our nervous systems and copying their electrical I am sure that the researchers, faculty members, and technocrats will benefit greatly from this academic exercise. I wish all success to this international conference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I now invite Dr. S. Vishwanatha Rao, Vice Principal and Dean Academic Affairs UG, to offer his felicitations.
Good morning to one and all. Honorable Vice Chancellor of APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University, Dr. Rajeshri MS. Most respected dignitaries on the dais, my colleagues, and all the participants of the conference. Today we have gathered for the valedictory function of SPICES 2022, the flagship conference of IEEE Kerala section, being hosted at MBCT. We have had a very long association with IEEE Kerala section in organizing technical conferences for the benefit of industry and academia. If I look back, MBCT organized its very first conference in 2008 on the theme broadband, at a time when not many colleges were organizing conferences, or organizing conferences was not very prevalent among our colleges. And the initiative was taken by Dr. Shakuntala S. Pillai, our former Dean R&D, at the support, with full support from IEEE Kerala section, with Amarnath Raja sir as the chair at that time. We are happy that Dr. Shakuntala S. Pillai is here, known as our teacher, who has been guiding so many of our faculty for PhD, and she has been guiding us throughout for the conferences. Since then, MBCT has been organizing a number of conferences for the benefit of the research community and sponsored by IEEE Kerala section. In addition to that, in addition to organizing our own conferences, we also hosted the very prestigious IEEE Biennial International Conference on Power Electronics, Drives and Energy Systems, PEDES, in 2016, IEEE International Conference on Circuits and Systems in 2017. And I convey our appreciation to IEEE Kerala section for once again providing us an opportunity to host this flagship conference, SPICES 2022. We are really encouraged to see that the collaboration between MBCT and IEEE Kerala section has been continuing for the benefit of the researchers, academia, and the industry. I congratulate the organizers for selecting such a relevant theme for the conference, Smart Systems for Sustainable Development and Social Welfare, well in line with the IEEE tagline, Advancing Technology for Humanity. I would like to congratulate the organizers again for scheduling very good tutorial sessions, excellent keynote, as well as technical sessions. I wish the organizers a very successful conference, SPICES 2022, and all the participants who are sharing their research work during this conference a very fruitful learning experience. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, I invite Dr. Bijoy A. Jose, Secretary, IEEE Kerala Section, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. Today we are standing and inaugurating a conference probably in a time of war, right? And a time of war really in older days used to demonstrate advancement of technology in maybe in a brutal way. And I think in the new age, we have sort of transformed from the mechanical and defense technology into an information era. And that's where spices and all the advancement that we have made in electronics and computer technology is coming into play, right? So we are seeing a president ban a social media platform. We are seeing a social media platform ban a president from speaking, right? So we can really see and believe how maybe information and technology can be used for defense also, and probably motivate people in going against maybe anti-humanitarian activities. And IEEE really stands for use of technology for humanity in that sense. And I've had the pleasure of actually being associated with Spices 2022 from the very beginning. Right now I'm Secretary of IEEE Kerala Section, and at that time I was part of the conference approval board when MBCET was presenting the proposal for the conference. We had Lily Kuti Madam from NIT Calicut as the chair, and we have had 3 eminent colleges apply for this. I don't want to reveal names, but previously, it was organized by NIT Calicut and TKM. So IEEE Kerala Section was looking for a college of the same stature, and MBCET, I should say, had the best proposal. And going through the whole process, as part of the conference approval board, and later now as secretary being having the privilege of attending this inaugural ceremony, I should say, getting up to 250 papers and having 100 of them come here and present in the conference in the time of COVID uncertainty. It's a humongous task, and I want to congratulate the principal Jayakumari Madam and other faculty who are involved in this. So with that note, let me get to my duty. Let me place on record our thanks to Rajshri Madam, Vice Chancellor of APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University, for delivering the inaugural address. We had a keynote or a special address from Mr. Sri Kumar V of Tata LXI. We look forward to his close association not only with MBCET, also with IEEE Kerala Section in the future. We had Mar Basilius family in full attendance. Let me place on record our thanks to Father John Velayil, Dr. Jijiman Thomas, and S. Vishwanath Rao. IEEE Kerala Section obviously looks for a leader in terms of organizing the conference, and with MBCET obviously we have Dr. Abraham T. Matthew leading from the front. Thank you, sir, for being the general chair and taking all activities forward. And Jayakumari Madam, from the very beginning till the end, thank you for all the organization and the coordination and the repeated phone calls and emails to us. And my chair of IEEE Kerala Section, leading all IEEE 100+ colleges across Kerala, Dr. Mini Olanat, always helpful for anyone who wants to approach for any conference or events or any IEEE related activities. And with her, I'll be also there for any help. Thank you for the invitation, and I hope you have a wonderful conference.
Thank you, sir. The program has come to a close. Thank you. Please note the keynote address by Dr. Anurag Kumar will be at 10:30 a.m. The keynote address by Dr. Anurag Kumar will begin at 10:30 a.m. Please join the talk at Senators Hall.